Communication Speech 101. Hi, my name is Cynthia Willie. I was born in May of 1968 in Brooke, Indiana. I am currently a licensed practical nurse, which I obtained from Ivy Tech Community College in 1991. And I am currently a sophomore, returning to complete my associate's degree of nursing. I'm employed at Jasper County Hospital, where I am a nurse on the med-surg floor, and I have been employed there for approximately 9 years. I am a mom and a wife, and I have 2 daughters. And in my free time, I like to work towards my favorite hobby, or work on my favorite hobby, which is my horses. I have had horses, I think probably my family has since the day that I was born. I started riding when I was 4 years old. My grandfather bought me my very first pony, and I started riding at that point in time. And from there we went into parades and trail riding with the friends and neighbors around the community, as well as I started in 4-H when I was 9 years old and did that for 9 years. I did open shows with my horses and a lot of different activities. I did a lot of barrel racing was probably one of my favorite in 4-H and in the community and open shows. I had a barrel racing horse, as well as horsemanship and trail class, and a lot of the speed and action. The gaming classes were probably my favorite. I have continued with my hobby throughout my 41 years of life. I think that it was instilled in me from my parents, my grandparents. A lot of people have a fear of horses. They say, I just can't believe you get on such a large animal. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they are, anywhere between 1,000 and 1,200 pounds. And they do have a lot of strength behind them, but I guess it's always been kind of interesting to me because I never really had that fear. I was always fearless. My parents were very concerned when I was little at how much I would just hop on and ride and not even think twice about it. So it's really hard when people say, you must be crazy, but I don't look at it that way. I look at the aspect of the beauty and the companionship and the freedom that it provides. Getting on a horse and riding out in the woods all by yourself, it's a relaxation for me, away from my hectic daily life of being a mom and a nurse and a student. And I find a great deal of love and companionship from that animal. I currently have 3. They are all totally different. One is a barrel racing horse, which I have attempted to show here locally recently and compete. One is more of a trail horse, a laid-back horse, and one is an upcoming, hopefully, barrel horse. She was born and raised here, and she has a very curious personality. And so they're all different. So riding each and every one of them is a totally different experience. It's a trusting experience. You have to learn how to trust that animal as well as have them trust you. It's a continuous learning experience, teaching experience from both ends. They are willing to work so hard for you. They have a lot of need to make you happy, please you by whatever that you want them to do. So it's to have that much power over something so large and so strong. It's a very hard feeling to explain, but it is probably the greatest hobby that I have. The love that I have for it is probably the strongest, and I have a hard time explaining the feelings that I get when I'm near one or riding one. I just know that it is the only thing that brings me down from a very bad day to putting a smile on my face and knowing that the next day will be so much better. I can see in the future that I don't think that that'll ever change, that I'll always have that love there, and I look forward to having many more great horses to raise and ride and train, and I think that's probably as much as I can say about my favorite hobby.